Hey guys, I just wanted to make a video. I don't really understand the whole go live thing on Facebook, so just making one this way. But anyway, a lot's been going on. I've been really hard on myself. I feel like I've been making a lot of excuses and stuff because I really wanted my page to be a lot better and be, current and just continually updating stuff on my page and just doing products and stuff, because that's why I made it. I want to share holistic stuff with you. I want to be able to help you through your health. If you followed me from the beginning, you know that I had some issues getting pregnant, but then I did get pregnant. Well, a month ago I finally had my daughter, and I had a high risk pregnancy, and of all times, during COVID, right? And I totally sympathize with anybody going through pregnancy during this time. It's hard. It's really, really hard. You have to go to appointments all by yourself, which I guess for me wasn't as bad, just because my second child. So the mothers that this is their first child, I mean, I can't even imagine. It was hard enough just doing the high risk thing alone. Anyway, so I had that going on, and then I had my last appointment with the OB yesterday. So, I'm a therapist. I'm used to these questionnaires things, like, how many times have you felt sad this week or the past 2 weeks or whatever. I'm used to that stuff. Like, I can tell you what you want to hear just because. I mean, anybody can do that, but I mean, I already know these questions, right? So she's asking me these questions because of postpartum depression screening or whatever. And I was like, let me just be honest, right? Because I need to be honest with myself, so I need to be honest with this person. So I'm answering honestly. And it's not like, well, she was actually like, I'm surprised this didn't flag you because I feel like you have postpartum depression. And I'm sitting there like, oh, good, great. Because I'm already feeling bad because I'm yelling at my toddler because he won't take a nap anymore. And he's a toddler, right? He's a toddler, but I have a newborn and I'm not getting sleep. So I'm just like, I have turned into a screaming mother. And if you know me, like, I am like a super chill person. And also, if you know me, when I'm angry, that doesn't happen often, but when I am angry, I'm scary. So I feel awful. Like, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Children are sponges. They are sponges. My kid's getting, when he's angry now, he's yelling and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. So, just wonderful things that make you feel like a great parent, right? So anyway, so I'm being honest, and she's kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of surprised it didn't flag you because you have this. But I know you're holistic, so you don't want to get like Zoloft or anything. And I was like, yeah, I don't. So what do I need to do? Because obviously I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to be like angry and feel like a failure and stuff. Because, I know that none of that's true and whatever, but because I've struggled with depression in the past, like just being completely transparent. So I know the signs, so I kind of just knew and I didn't want to admit it kind of thing. So I was just like, great. But I don't want to go down the medicine route. So her suggestion was, well, why don't you try exercise so you can get some natural endorphins going up? And I'm sitting there like, with what motivation, right? So if you've ever had depression before, you kind of know how that goes. And you're like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, and that's really good and all, because makes sense, right? Perfect sense, scientific and all that good stuff. But you're like, I don't feel like doing that. Not to mention, it's December and it's cold. All right, I do live in Georgia and it's not like cold, but it's cold. It's cold. And I'm just like, and I have a newborn. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't really want to do that. But I hear what you're saying, and she really did. She gave me a lot of great ideas, and she's wonderful, and I'm thankful that she's respectful of my wishes to not want to vaccinate, not want to put chemicals in my body, stuff like that. So anyway, I was like, cool, I better speed this up. I'm starting to get an angry child, but I was like, dang, this is where I'm trying to kind of circle in. Sorry, the ADHD in me kind of comes out, but So I have these products, right, that I've been wanting to like tell the world about. But yeah, the postpartum thing that I've been in denial about. Just it sucks my motivation away. Not that I have a whole lot anyway, because if you have ADHD, you kind of get that. Yeah, but like it really sucked it away, because these are things that the testimonials are amazing, and like I have these at my fingertips. I have them. I have tons of them, right? And it's like, why am I not using them? Why am I not using them daily, right? I'll take them here and there. Like this one, right? This helps you relax. This one actually helped me not like bite down, clench my jaw at nighttime, because I do that and I kind of grind my teeth too, so that helps. But I'm not disciplined, right? So I wasn't taking it every day. Yeah. I also got this one, right? This is for women's health. That was kind of helping me. Again, not disciplined. These are all, this is my problem. Because if I was disciplined, I guarantee you I probably would have had a lot different answers when I went to my appointment yesterday. So I was thinking, what else can I do? What do I have at my fingertips other than exercising? Because I really don't want to do that. I will. I just don't want to. Not when it's cold. What do I have? And then I was like, before I ever bought this product, my friend sent me samples. Here's the story. So she sent me samples and I was super excited to get them, right? And the one she gave me was this one. I also got the RLX. I already showed you that one. But this one's for immunity, right? Generic good, right? Everybody needs an immune system booster, especially right now. I remember saying to Sarah, like, I don't know if I called her or whatever, like at that time, pregnancy hormones, I was frustrated with my husband because, pregnant and hormonal. I remember taking it and I was like, why do I feel happy and okay right now? Like, I took it while I was upset with him about whatever. I don't even remember. Anyway, I was like, oh, I'm going to start taking the GRW, sorry, and see if that helps. Maybe that'll help this postpartum thing, right? Last night was the first night I decided to take one. Yeah, it was right. Yeah, my husband had came home and I took one. I was feeling awful because I hadn't been getting sleep. I think I yelled at him the night before because I was like, why aren't you helping me? Part of it's my fault because I'm a control freak and I don't want people to help me. Anyway, so I took my GRW, the immune system one, this one. And this is stuff I don't notice. I don't notice mood changes unless people point it out for the most part. And he just goes, what is wrong with you? And I'm sitting there laughing. And I'm like, what do you mean what's wrong with me, right? Because I'm actually like having a good time with my kid and laughing at him because he's silly. My kid's brilliant. He's amazing. He's funny. He's smart. And I'm freaking screaming at him all the time. But I took this drop, right? This yummy candy drop, super easy, right? And I'm like laughing and having a good time. And my husband, what is wrong with you? What did you do? Is there a problem that I'm laughing and happy? It's probably just because it hasn't been normal lately, and I totally get that. So I say all this because I kind of want to go on a journey with you, because postpartum is a very real thing, and it's something that you don't want to be in denial about like I was. Part of that's just because I've gone down that depression road and I just want to pretend it doesn't exist because I just don't want to go back there. But the reality is you do have to deal with it so it doesn't turn into a bigger issue, right? So, anyway, if you have postpartum depression, please get help, whether it is medication or something holistic, whatever, I'm not against medications. I just personally don't like them because I took them for years. That's my own personal preference. I'm not against anybody that takes medication. I mean, mental health is my field. Do what you got to do. You know, if exercise makes you feel better, fine. Medication, fine. What I mean, literally do whatever you got to do to be mentally okay, because that's super important, especially if you're a parent. Your children need you. And I get that. That's why it's like I got to do something different. I do. I have to start exercising. I guess I'm gonna have to start exercising, you know? And I get it. So, but if you don't know what postpartum is, so, you know, after you have a kid, your hormones like get dumped, right? And it just kind of, it doesn't always, right? It can throw you into a depression if you're already prone to depression, higher risk or chances of getting this. It can show up as anxiety or depression. So if you're like extremely worried, stuff like that, you're tired, irritable, can't sleep, depression symptoms, right? And anxiety symptoms is what it falls into. So if you have any of those symptoms and it's gone on for 2 weeks or more, you really need to get help. And it's okay. Like, it really is okay. I'm okay with it. I kind of felt relief when she told me what my problem was, because it was like, okay, maybe I'm really not a bad parent. Maybe it's just whatever I got going on right now, you know? And it is understandable when you have a newborn, you're not getting any sleep. Newborns love to cry and need you when your food's hot, right? Like, does anyone notice that? Like, it's like, can I please just get a hot meal or whatever? And you're like, I feel like I'm living off of caffeine, which is tea, right? Because I'm trying not to do soda and I don't do coffee. So that's not good either. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do to survive. So that's what I'm doing. But you know, just be nice to yourself, right? Like, don't make yourself feel like a failure. Being a parent's hard, especially a parent of multiples. You know, this is the first time I've ever gone through this. You know, I love my toddler. He's spoiled to death. That's another reason why I feel terrible. Because, I mean, he's transitioning and I need to be, well, I mean, I am. I'm aware of that. And it's just tough. It's tough being a mom sometimes. And you know what? That's okay. I just want you all to know that, because sometimes we compare ourselves to people, and we see, like, if you haven't seen Social Dilemma, please watch that. It's a great documentary. But like, we compare ourselves to people like, oh look, they're like Wonder Mom, and you know, they would never go through this, or you know, whatever it is. Like, stop. Just stop. Everybody's different. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's situation is different. I mean, and honestly, that goes the same with taking these, right? This may help me. This may help me. This may help me. Those may not help you. You could be like, well, this is the only one that helps me. Guess what? That's because your body's different than mine. Totally fine. So just because I recommend like a certain like combo of these or just one or whatever, doesn't mean that's going to work for you. Because you might be like super anxious. So this one's going to help you. You know what I mean? You might be super tired. You might want to go for this one, right? Hormones are obviously out of whack, right? We know that. So you should probably be taking this one. And like I said, when I take this one, I notice I'm happier. This may not work for you, you know, as far as mood. Because this is for your immune system. For whatever reason, this makes me feel better. But actually, on a different video, I'll explain why this makes me happy. It's actually has to do with how all of these are made. So there actually is a scientific reason why, but it could also be whatever botanicals is in it, my body just needs, is what I'm getting at. But anyway, they all are going to improve your mood. And again, I'll explain that in a different one because this is a lot longer video than I wanted it to be. You know, long story short, let's recap. I just want everybody to know that postpartum is a real thing. It happens to more people than you think. Get help if you have it. I just didn't want to go the route of pharmaceuticals. I don't like pharmaceuticals unless I have to. Yeah, so I got mastitis. That's another thing. Recently got that, so that didn't help. But, you know, I went the pharmaceutical route because I didn't want it to get worse, and I never had it before, so I was like, let's just take care of this now, right? You know, so, you know, there's a time and a place for everything, and that's something you have to decide. Like, I'm not gonna, like, do I strive to be a super crunchy mom and holistic health? Absolutely. But I don't do it all the time because sometimes you can't. And, well, quite honestly, I just didn't want to this time. I was just like, let's just get it done. Let's just get the antibiotics and feel better, because that's how miserable I felt. So sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Um, that that being said, so if you need to take antidepressants like Zoloft, Prozac, whatever, do it. You got to do whatever you need to do to feel better. I'm just saying that as a mental health professional. I mean, do I want people to buy these lozenges? Yeah, because I think they help and they're good for you. But a mental health perspective, you got to do whatever you think is right. And it might be a combo of both. You might just need to go to therapy, whatever. I don't know. I guess that's all I wanted to say. But if you have any questions, please ask me. Like, if you want to know the ingredients of these things, yeah, shoot me a message. If you want some samples, ask me. I'll send you some. I got plenty. I order them every month. So, if you have certain health problems and you are like, hey, Jess, do you have anything for that? Just ask me. I'll let you know. And if I do, and you want a sample, I'll send you one. I'm here to help. And I mean, that was the whole point of making my page. And I'm trying to get motivated to be more consistent, because that's what's needed, to accomplish my goals. So anyway, shoot me an email, private message me, whatever. Just let me know. But anyway, have a good holiday, right? It's Christmas, obviously, right now. See y'all later.